Hello, thank you for joining me today. I will be covering reports within xMonitor in this video. So let's get right down to it. To get to the reports, we just simply select reports from the xMonitor menu at the top left. From there, we can see that we have, in this particular version, we have 3 categories of reports. Depending on the version you have, you may see significantly more. In this case, we have the standard server-side reports, which we collect as part of our monitoring, CPU utilization, disk space, physical memory, and virtual memory. We also have InputAccel reports and documented reports. Again, depending on what version you have, you could see significant more reports because reports is one of the more active development groups. So let's take a look at what the reports give us. Let's look at the virtual memory report here. So right off, you can see that the reports are dynamic and interactive. We can select a point on the graph, and it will provide us information at that point, the time, the date, and then in this case, the virtual memory that particular server is being used. And if we want to hide some of the lines, we have 2 options. We can select one of the servers, and it will hide it, or we can show it by clicking on it again. An alternative would be to select it by group, and then clicking Go, which redraws the graph for us. Here in the time span, we also have an option of selecting, the 24 hours, 40 hours, 1 week, 2 weeks, or even a range. So when we select range, we have a lot more flexibility, start date time and end date time. So we could say, for our example, we could say we wanted today, but we want it from 12 o'clock this morning, and then Go, and then we'll get a lot more detailed graph. And it's being updated, or you need to have the latest set of information. You can go ahead and click refresh, and it will reach out to the database and pull back the latest set of information. Now, if you want to go ahead and save this report, you can select the export button here, which allows you to grab a screenshot of the report, and then you can save this to your system and use it in your communication. You might put it into your email, you might put it into your monthly reports. So let's look at some of the other reports here. We have InputAccel reports. Most of you might be familiar with this, the batch reports, the current batch report, process level module reports, and server level reports. So what's the difference between these two and the other ones are that, server level module reports reports on all the tasks on a server level, so regardless of process. Now, if there's a particular process you want to look at, and you can select the process level module report. We also have a documented report. In the version that I am using right now, we only have the state of the database report. Again, for you might see significantly more, and this is one of our more active developments. And for some customers, we actually customize this for you to add certain reports that you want. So let's take a look at the state of the database report here. So this is slightly different because we need to go down to, because we're pulling the report back from a particular repository, we have to select the group. We have to select the connection broker where the repositories are, the connection brokers or server. And then we also have to select the repository we're going against. So we click Go. And what we're doing right now is reaching out to Documentum and pulling back the raw report for the state of the database, and then parsing that out and displaying it in the graphical interface. So as you can, if some of you have seen the report, this is basically what is shown in the report, but in a more user-friendly interface and using graphs and charts to give you a very quick and useful view of your repository. Now, if you like the raw report, then you can download it as from here as well, or just open it. For some of your administrators out there, you know how sometimes you need to get this report. The way you get to it is you have to log into the repository and then grab it from the repository, or you have to go into the file system and grab it. Now with xMonitor, we make this report available right here. Save you time, save you some frustration of trying to find it, because some administrators look at this on a regular basis, but if you happen to be one of those that doesn't look at it regularly, this is a godsend. So if you want to find out more about xMonitor, please visit us on iis-consultant.com, or you may contact us directly by sending us an email to marketing@iis-consultant.com. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.